Hey, what's up? You already know who it is. It's your boy Estrada, learning target. You see it right there. It says I can find missing sides in overlapping similar right triangles. So let's get to it. Example 1. In the diagram below of right triangle ABC, altitude CD is drawn to hypotenuse AB. If AD equals 3 and DB equals 12, what is the length of altitude CD? So what I'm going to do is go ahead and label CD X. That's the side I'm looking for. Okay, so here's how I'm going to go about solving for X. I'm going to say 3 over X is equal to X over 12. And I'm going to cross multiply and get X squared equals 36. Square root both sides. X is equal to 6, which means that side CD is equal to 6. So the answer is 6. So you may be asking yourself, how in the world did I get this proportion here? The proportion that I started off with. Let me just undo a couple of these, right? You're wondering, how did I get this? 3 over X equals X over 12. So I'm glad that you asked, and I will show you how I got it. What you are looking at here are 3 similar right triangles. So you got right triangle ADC, you got right triangle CDB, and you got right triangle ACB. And they're all similar to each other, and I'll show it to you. So here's the big right triangle, right? Right triangle ACB. I'm just going to take it and put it here. And then here's the little right triangle. And then here is the other one. So you got 3 right triangles there. And in order for me to set up a proportion, I have to make sure that they're all oriented in the same way. So if you look at, let's start with the smaller one, right? You look at right triangle ADC. Okay, this is A, this is D, and this is C, and I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Now, to get the medium triangle to be oriented the same way as ADC, I have to rotate that 90 degrees counterclockwise. And that makes this CDB. And to get the big triangle to be oriented the same as the other ones, what I have to do is I have to reflect this. So I have to flip it. Reflection and flip is the same thing. And then I have to rotate it that way. So let me just move these bad boys down this way. And then bring this one down. So that's the big one. So the big one, this is A, C, and B. Now you're going to notice AD is 3, so I'm going to write 3 here for AD. CD is X, so I'm going to write X here. DB is 12, so I'm going to write 12 here. And CD is X again, so it repeats. And you see right over here, I have a proportion. And that's how I get 3 over X equals X over 12, or you could do X over 3 equals 12 over X, which is the same as that. That's how I got the proportion. Because all these triangles are similar to each other. After you flip them and rotate them and orient them all the same way, you get a proportion like that. That's how I got my answer of x equals 6. So let's try another example. Example 2 says, as in right triangle ABC shown in the diagram below, altitude BD is drawn to hypotenuse AC, CD equals 12, and AD equals 3. What is the length of AB? So they're asking for AB, so I'm going to go ahead and label that X. Now, this one is a little tricky, and you'll see why in a second. So let me take my triangles, and I'm going to orient them all the same way. So I'm just going to rotate that way. So that means this is A, D, B. Let's take this one here. It's going to get rotated this way. Whoa, how did that happen? Let's do that again. Okay, I shall be back. Alright, so I went ahead and I fixed it up. So this is going to be D, and this is going to be B, and this is going to be C. Alright, now you also have the big triangle. You have the big one right over here. So that big triangle, if you want to orient it the same way as the other ones, remember it has to get flipped or reflected and rotated. Okay, so I'll show you how I do it right now. Okay, so here is the big one. So to orient it the same as the other ones, it's got to get reflected, and then it just has to get rotated like that. And then I bring it to the other side. Oh boy, here we go again with that. I'll be back. Okay, there it is. So I know the right angle is B. The shorter side is AB, and then the longer side is CB. Okay, so now, and then this is 90, this is 90. Okay, so it says CD is 12, AD is 3, AB is X. What else? AB is X, and I also know AC, the whole thing AC is 15. But you see, this is not really getting me anywhere, right? It's not really getting me X. So what do I have to do? Well, what I have to do is I need to find this side first. I'm going to call it Y. I could find Y first, and then I could do Pythagorean theorem to find X. So Y is BD. So I'm going to go ahead and find Y first. I have a proportion right here to do it. So I could say Y over 3 is equal to 12 over Y, and I get Y squared equals 36. After you cross multiply, you get Y squared equals 36, which means Y is equal to 6. So now I know that this is 6. Well, once I know this is 6, I can use Pythagorean theorem to find X. I know that 6 squared plus 3 squared has to give me X squared. So that's going to be 36 plus 9 equals X squared. 36 plus 9 is going to give me 45. So 45 equals x squared. Take the square root of it, and what do we get? Square root of 45. Let's clear that. Square root of 45 is 6.7. So we'll say x is 6.7 to the nearest 10. 6.7 is x when you round it to the nearest 10. So the length of AB is approximately 6.7. Okay, and that's how you work with overlapping right triangles, and I hope this helps. Take care.